it's Brandy Davison here. I'm a design team member with the Wild Hare Kits, and I'm here today to do a flip through video of all of the layouts and projects I made with my first year's term with the Wild Hare Kits. I started with them in August 2018 and went to July 2019 for the term, and I have a pleasure of being on the design team again this year. And I thought it would be fun to just walk you through a year of the Wild Hare Kits to kind of show you all the variety of goodies that I received, still really within my style, because you do the style profile as kind of the concept is a hand-curated kit where you fill out your style profile with what you're working on, what you like, the collections you like, the projects you like, the embellishments you like, and then you get something hand curated just for you from the superheroes at the Wild Hare Kits, who are collection whisperers. I do not mix collections when I create my own kits. And so I thought I'd walk you through a year just to show you the volume that you can create, as well as just the variety that you can create, and the differences between what I ended up being able to make with the Petite Kit, which is a little less product but lets you bring in your stash, or the Deluxe Kit, which is more product, and then you can literally grab some glue, some scissors, and sit down and just create with just that kit in hand. It's absolutely fabulous. So here we go. I'll start with August, which was the first month of my term with them. And in this month I received a Deluxe Kit, and I asked for everything related to travel. I wanted to try a traveler's notebook for the first time. A little, now that I think about it, it was a little gutsy my first month as a design team member, but it worked out. I wanted something that looked very travel-y. And so you can see I've done a flip through video of this before when I did it, but it's a traveler's notebook all based on Instax photos from a trip to Scotland with my sister and our two besties. So I will link below to the actual flip through that I've done already of this trip so that you can see, but there's a load of product in here, just quickly going through it, that this was all included in my kit. The only thing that I added was this actual traveler's notebook, which is just to be honest, just a cheapy one from Michael's, a Reflections one. So very cool. So that was my August kit. And again, that was a Deluxe Kit, and I used loads of the product from that one. The next month is September, and September was also a Deluxe Kit. In this case, I asked again for vacation stuff, vacation inspired goodies. And this time hot vacation. I had these surfing photos from South Africa and a bunch of photos from an all-inclusive trip to Mexico, that kind of photo. So wow, did I ever get what I had asked for. Lots of this, I think it's Wild at Heart by Crate Paper, just this fabulous collection. So this is what I created. Again, this is the Deluxe Kit, and this is September. All the yummy drinks we had, because it was an all-inclusive poolside. A mixture of 12 by 12 and 8.5 and 11 with this kit that I did that month. This will be my title page for this Mexico vacation. I like to mix in 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, and pocket pages in big albums just to give it a little variety. Again, loads of product here. Really what I brought into this would be always my Basil Avalanche white cardstock, because I can't survive without it, to back my photos. But this is all product from my Deluxe Kit. Love these gold stickers. Wow, those were fun. Included, yeah, as well, some Chamel. Very cool. And this one, this was the cut file. That was that month. Every month there is a cut file from the Wild Hare Kits. And if you get the Deluxe Kit, then you get the cut file in your kit. If you get the Petite, then you should ask for it if you would like it. Either way, you have access to download it and cut it yourself. So that works out really well if you don't want to receive it and you have your own cutting machine. So that was September. So now moving on to October. Here we go. October, I received a Petite Kit. So you'll see lots of One Canoe 2. I advised the folks at the Wild Hare Kits, Allison and her crew, that I really wanted to work on a trip to Portugal and Spain where we walked the Camino, and I was doing 12 by 12 traditional. So there's a 12 by 12 traditional, and sometimes when I have too many photos, so I don't want to put too many on a page because then I lose room for all my pretty embellishments, I will use these little flip flaps, these things, and you get the ones from Simple Stories, and when you put them in their page protector, then you just adhere this on, and then you get a cool little feature, a flip flap. And I just like saying flip flop. So this is one 12 by 12 I did. And then I also did this 12 by 12 that month. Love, inspired by this, the peachy pink here of the One Canoe 2 collection. And then another one here. Can you tell I fussy cut those florals? Aren't they fabulous? They're just so bold. And then I also started working on a traveler's notebook. And when I am done this traveler's notebook, I will do a full walkthrough. But this is, we walked just under 700 kilometers in 30 days through Portugal and Spain. And every day I took a picture of my feet. Wherever I could find a rock heart, I did. And so I'm using these pictures every day of the feet to tell the story of sort of all the feels of the day. So like how far did we walk? How did my body feel? How was my brain? It's quite a transformational experience walking that far and that long, especially with your bestie. It's like walking with a therapist / wine drinking partner / comedian. And so it's pretty transformational. So there's lots to journal. So that was my October kit. For November, I was visiting family in November, both back in Alberta, where I'm originally from, as well as out in New Brunswick to visit my stepdad and my brother. And so I asked for a kit totally inspired by just everyday family moments. And as soon as I opened the kit, I remember thinking, yep, spot on. So this was a lot of fun this month. Big bright colors. My husband and I golf all the time, so that was great to document. This is my older sister and I. Lots of fussy cutting, because why wouldn't you? And this crazy fun one as well, which I love. And in this month, I also started, and the rest of my product went to the start of a 30 Days of Grateful Traveler's Notebook, which I finished up in April. I'll show you then, and then I'll also link below because I did a flip through of that full Traveler's Notebook, which is pretty fun to see. And then for December, I did a sort of take on a December daily. I ordered from the Wild Hare Kits. She was getting these amazing Bramble Fox acrylics for every day of the month, really totally inspired by the December daily concept. And instead of doing an album this year, I did tags. We got a new puppy like the second day of December. So our whole December was like all about the dog and naming the dog. You can see most of these tags are the dog. So it just didn't feel, like a mini album worthy. So I just did these tags, which are sort of crazy and fun. And I actually just hang these on my Christmas tree, which made me really happy. So I might do it again next year. We'll see. But I had a lot of fun with this one, and those acrylics were just fabulous. And then of course there was some Pink Fresh, their Christmas collection in there. So that is December. For January, I did a couple of things. I did a couple of 12 by 12s, and then I also worked on another traveler's notebook. So this traveler's notebook I wanted to for just the first year of our new dog's life, because I knew I was taking way too many photos and needed a place to put them. I was just going to do a week by week traveler's notebook, just to kind of how little she was, and then what we named her and why, and kind of what she was into. Like she used to be, scared to go down the stairs. She used to love sitting in the cupboard, and she's changed so much. So we just did this one year. We don't have babies. This is like, as people like to say, our fur baby. So I just thought for a year it would be fun. I regret not having this kinds of pictures from our first two dogs that we had that are no longer with us. So I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity again. And once they're about a year, they don't change much. They are kind of who they are. So it's just that first year I thought would be fun. So I did a lot of that this month in the January. And then I also, this is the cut file for that month, fresh start, documented some goals I had for this year in this 12 by 12, and then this guy, and I just love this. Paige Taylor Evans words and flowers, and then paired with these black and white photos. I just love it. It's just crazy. Fun. So that was me for January. And then for February, I went back to asking for travel-inspired warm vacation photos, which is hilarious because this first page up I'm going to show you is actually from Scotland, which if you've ever been there, it's not warm. It can get warm, but it rains. And rained most of the time that we were there, and this was July. So anyway, I asked for a travel-inspired kind of hot vacation, fun vacation collection, and I definitely got it. Lots of the Maggie Holmes here, the crepe paper, just, really cool collection. So I was very into the mixed media. And I just building my collection of Shimmers paints, and so had to use them basically on every layout this month. And clearly into tags. There's one on every one. I just got myself a cut file machine last fall, so I'm really just sort of learning how to use it. So it's been fun, but they make it look so easy on some of the Instagram posts I see of other people using them, and I don't find them that easy, but I definitely find them enjoyable. So this was February. I also used some of this collection. It was a deluxe kit, so a big kit to finish off that 30 Days of Grateful that I was telling you about. So that's why there's that many there. Okay, so that was February. Now we need, where am I going here? February, March. Okay, March was a travel inspired kit again, and this time I wanted to focus on really the trips that I had taken, wanted bright stuff to Spain and Portugal. I have a few big trips under my belt that I've just accumulated, of course, hundreds of photos, and I really want to just start chipping away at them. I don't want to work on them as one project, but just I have a whole bunch printed from each of the different trips, and then whenever a kit kind of inspires me. So this is a fun one. This is actually local. This is in our town. Cool wall that's been painted. Heading to Scotland. I love that one. And this is the Pink Fresh Out and About collection. There's a lot of it in this month because I was obviously told Allison that I totally loved it. And so she sent me that plus a whole bunch of matching stuff, which was really fun. It's a good way to kind of just dabble in the collections that you're looking at without really committing to the whole thing. Or sometimes there's, you know, some papers that aren't as fun as others, but this was really fun. Now a little monochromatic look there. Fun, yeah. Good. February, that was March. Now for April, April is the month that I finished, even though the 30 Days of Grateful challenge was meant to be done in November. I am on my own timeline. I did finish my traveler's notebook. So this is just a traveler's notebook that's in the Color Cast Design acrylic covers, I guess. This is my 30 Days of Thankful for 2018. So I did not make it a November thing. I made it like a year thing. And I finished this off in this month. And this I only used, with the exception of white cardstock, I only used kit contents to create this. So it is just such an ode to the Wild Hare Kits and how different and fun every single month is. And you get such good variety. So I actually did do a flip through of this. So I will stop and I'll actually link to it below so that you can see all the details. But yeah, I had so much fun doing this. I can see myself doing it again for each year because it was really fun to look back, and it's a great way to kind of play some of those photos that maybe aren't 12 by 12 traditional worthy, or you want more to say, or yeah, just and it's really easy to sit down and knock out a traveler's notebook layout and feel like super artistic, but not have to commit hours. Well, at least that's what I have to commit. Okay, moving on to May. May was Wolfpack, the Heidi Swap collection inspired, because I love it and had to tell them, the Wild Hare Kits there, Allison, that I did, and wow, did she provide. So this is May. So this was another deluxe kit, so I got quite a few done in this month. My foray into cut files continues. Grid design. Love this one. And check out these sequins. They're like wood. They're from Spiegelbaum scraps. Aren't those fun? They're perfect for this collection. More cut file attempts here. This is a Paige Taylor Evans one. I love it. And of course those crepe paper flowers that everyone had to fussy cut because they are fabulous. This is us the morning before we went up to climb Kilimanjaro. So I can tell you, this same photo that we took after 7 days without showers and climbing a mountain, we did not look so shiny and clean, but yeah, quite impressed with ourselves. And again, those yellow, those flowers are just to die for. Good. So that is May, and quite a difference there. Even though it's Wolfpack inspired, there's still some pretty feminine pages, which I love about the Wild Hare Kits, and just how creative you can really get with what you've gotten. Okay, so then I am on to June here. So second last month, I did work on travel again. I asked for travel in my profile. And again, continuing with my work on that From Where I Stand Traveler's Notebook. So here's the page that I did. And I have to tell you, one of my goals this year, I had three, to learn how to use cut files. And so I am taking a cut shop class to do more of that, to sew, which I committed to do by August. And I think I did my first layout on August 30th or 31st to hit my date. And then also to use more stamps. And so this is actually the Chamel stamp from Sparkle City that's just stamped over and over again to create that background. And I loved it. It was like so therapeutic working on that. So that was fun. And then from the where I stand, and I'll do all my journaling here. I find I do batches. I get into the feels of it, and so I do batches of journaling for that. Some 12 by 12 layouts. And again, this is a lot of that Pink Fresh Out and About collection. I think I would buy like triple the collection because I just love it. I could keep using it over and over again. And this was fun to try and get this many photos of the street art. We did a street art walk in Glasgow onto this page, but I think it worked out. So I'm really impressed with that one. Look at that out and about, hey? I love that Rose is wearing a shirt that matches the stuff, and I've got my blue. It's like perfect. It's like we timed that because I've never dressed to match scrapbook paper ever. This is a technique I saw Missy Wooden use where she ripped off the bottom and then mixed media underneath. So I had to give it a go. She's got great ideas. Good. And some more mixed. Just love the bright colors in this collection. Okay, so that is my June fun. And then last but not least, to finish off my term for the first year with the Wild Hare Kits, we get into my July kit. And for July, I had been seeing like Heidi Swap stuff, the crate paper stuff, like all this like girl power kind of just like, you got this girl, like, and so I asked for literally a girl power inspired kit. So it's awesome. You'll see. Super, super fun. So this is one of them. And this was the Deluxe Kit again. Love that. I love my Heart Rocks if you haven't noticed. Did some more work on the From Where I Stand Traveler's Notebook. There. How fun is that, hey? I sort of just kept going crazy with the Heidi Swap sticker book. Like crazy with it. I just kept creating die cuts and die cuts out of it. Just sticking them onto white paper and then fussy cutting. Love that. More golf. A very white space this month. Jess Claire Creates is one of the design team members with the Wild Hare Kits. And she just has this way of like posting once in a while. She's got this layout that just like catches my eye. There's so much white space. So I'm trying to embrace white space. You can kind of see I've evolved from going with pattern backgrounds into mixed media backgrounds with pattern and then more white space. So it's very interesting to see kind of over the course of the year where I've really found my style. Love that one. Those colors just worked perfect for the Chamel. It's crazy. Yeah, like that white space one. I love how this turned out. And I love these Instax photos. They're so fun. I use my phone to take my photos, and then we also carry around an Instax just for some random cool ones to toss into the scrapbook or to put in a traveler's notebook. Love this. So that was me for July. So that is me. Thank you so much for watching if you stuck through to the end. That is a year of the Wild Hare Kits. A couple of the months were Petite Kits. Most of the months they were Deluxe Kits. I like to just grab my glue and my scissors and sit down and play using nothing but the kit and some white cardstock. And I am interested to see over this next year how again my style might evolve. Playing with the Wild Hare Kits, I do tend to scrapbook daily, even if that's for 10-15 minutes or even an hour or so. And it's just been really neat to go from hating florals to now I'm fussy cutting florals, to go crazy patterns to now I'm embracing white space. So if you've never tried it before, really encourage you to give a month a go. It's like getting a parcel from your scrappy best friend in the mail. And you're with us. We'd love to see what you create. So please do tag the Wild Hare Kits on your social media. I hope you guys had a great summer and we'll have a great fall.